In the quiet town of Starwood, where dreams and secrets lie just beneath the surface, 4 friends, Mia, Sam, Tariq, and Lila, had formed an unbreakable bond called the Midnight Pack. Each night, beneath the silver glow of the moon, they wondered if Starwood still held hidden treasures yet to be found. One autumn evening, as a crisp breeze rustled through the town and leaves danced across the moonlit streets, a mysterious rumour found its way to the pack. They'd heard it from a kindly shopkeeper who had whispered that in the forest, an old oak called the Whispering Tree knew the way to a hidden treasure, but it would only share its secret on the rarest nights, when the leaves shimmered like stars under a full moon. Tonight was such a night. With hearts racing and flashlights in hand, the Midnight Pack snuck from their beds and met at the town's edge, ready to uncover the Whispering Tree's secret. The air was cool and alive with the scent of earth and autumn leaves as they stepped onto the forest path. Shadows played along the trees, stretching tall and thin, as if even they were curious about the pack's quest. The forest was quiet except for the crunch of their footsteps and the occasional hoot of an owl. The pack kept their flashlights low, casting soft glows onto the path as they followed the map they'd sketched from stories. They were searching for an enormous oak tree, rumoured to stand in the forest's heart, a tree so old and wise it whispered to those who listened carefully. The deeper they ventured, the thicker the trees grew, towering like guardians over the path. Then, just as they thought they might never find it, the forest opened into a small clearing, and there it was, a towering oak with branches like arms stretched toward the sky, its bark covered in silvery moss. The Whispering Tree. The pack stood in awe, gazing up at its twisting branches and thick trunk, wondering if the rumours could possibly be true. They approached slowly, feeling an ancient energy in the air, and as they grew close, a gentle rustling began, though there was no wind. A shiver ran through each of them as they realised the tree was whispering. Leaves began to swirl, glowing faintly, forming a delicate trail of light leading deeper into the forest. With hearts pounding and eyes wide, the pack followed the ethereal path, knowing they were on the brink of something magical. The trail led them to a hidden grove, its ground covered in soft moss and sprinkled with tiny, shimmering crystals that seemed to pulse with a gentle light. In the centre of the grove was a small pool, perfectly still, reflecting the sky above as though it were a portal to another world. The pack gathered around the pool, captivated by its perfect mirror-like surface. Suddenly the light from the crystals grew brighter, and the pool began to shimmer with an enchanting glow. They watched as images began to form in the water, a map, faint and ancient, appearing just below the surface. They leaned closer, piecing together the markings. It showed the town of Starwood, and just on its edge was a small, unfamiliar symbol. It was an X, marking a spot beneath the towering cliffs near the northern edge of town. Excited and curious, the pack memorised the map, their minds buzzing with wonder at what lay beneath the cliffs. Together they slipped back through the forest, following the moonlit paths until they reached the cliffs. The cliffs were tall and formidable, yet inviting in their mystery. At their base was a small archway carved into the rock, almost invisible beneath the moss. Stepping through, the pack found themselves in a narrow cave filled with a soft, warm glow. The source of the light came from the walls themselves, which sparkled like stars set into stone. At the end of the cave was a large ancient chest, intricately carved with designs that seemed to tell a story of their own. Hands trembling with excitement, the pack lifted the lid, and inside they found something extraordinary, a collection of small glass jars, each filled with a liquid that shimmered like pure moonlight. They realised these were not ordinary jars. Each one contained a memory, captured from moments of happiness, courage, and love throughout the history of Starwood. Memories of laughter, celebrations, first steps, and kind acts. They discovered the heart of Starwood, the joy and warmth shared among its people for generations. One by one, they opened the jars, watching in awe as the memories floated into the air, lighting the cave with images of families gathered, children playing, and neighbours helping one another. These memories swirled around them, filling the pack with a warmth and happiness that made them feel deeply connected to their town. They knew this was a treasure meant to be shared. Carefully they took one jar each, hoping to bring the light of these memories back to the town. As they exited the cave, the jars cast a glow so bright and warm that the entire cliffside seemed to shimmer, guiding them home. When they reached the town square, they gently released the memories, watching as the light drifted upward, filling the air with soft, warm glows. The people of Starwood stirred, stepping out of their homes to see the beautiful sight, feeling the joy and warmth radiating through the night. And in that moment, every heart in Starwood was connected, bound by the memories of kindness and love that the pack had brought to light. The pack watched, filled with pride, as the people of Starwood shared in this magic, knowing they'd helped rekindle something beautiful within their town. As dawn approached, they slipped back into their beds, exhausted but happy, their minds replaying the night's adventure. And though they fell asleep quickly, their dreams were filled with soft lights and whispers of a secret treasure they had shared with the world. And so the midnight pack drifted into slumber, having discovered that sometimes the greatest treasures aren't gold or jewels, but memories shared and cherished. They knew that no matter where they went, the heart of Starwood would always shine brightly, just like the memories they had set free.